Don't run up. That's the point of a bow, not have to run up.
Just hit him with the stick.
So here's the thing.
No, not a stick.
I can actually see his
Look,
character
you're no
sheet.
longer here. Go pay your toll across the bridge, and we're gonna go and pay our toll across this bridge using your body.
No. But that's
Hey,
not the toll. He
would
doesn't
you-
care about a toll.
I think he would appreciate
be.
a slave or like a
No,
little
Fresh
like,
meat.
no,
yeah,
no.
snack.
Anywho, we'll see. Just let me know what happens to my character.
Look, he's got the
next
chains
week.
for it, right, Russell?
We'll play it by ear. Yeah.
I have a shit ton of rope.
Oh.
Just
Yeah.
I meant the
tiny
ogre.
rope.
Yeah. Oh,
Anywho,
man.
I'm gonna go before I get too invested in this.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
You know, you can
Have a
just.
fun trip.
I'll be
I
streaming it.
also wouldn't be attached to your character.
I'll be streaming it on YouTube if you want to just listen to what's happening and yeah.
Yeah, I'll listen to it when we have cell service again.
Cool.
All right, awesome. See ya.
See ya.
All right. Athelios dies. No.
Yes.
Nailed it.
I can solve this real
Awesome.
quick with
So-
a sleep spell.
So last time around, you all cleaned up after the last session. Took a day to rest up, or took a night to rest up after forging several magical artifacts. And then you were approached by the mayor, requesting help with a series of goblin raids that have been taking place against wagon trains coming into town. The wagon trains were 40 wagons or so, about 100 people, which is significantly larger than any of you all remember goblins attacking historically. And it was noted that goblins were mutated significantly more than usual. People reported various mutations, whether that be, larger limbs, larger stature, powers they may have not expected goblins to have, etc. You traveled overland for several days in order to make it towards the area that the rangers have pointed you all towards. And let's see here. Zoo has dark vision now. Athelios bought a donkey named Jerry. Any other details? Let's see here. Your first day, you made really good time through the forest. Your second day was the same. And you found a grove full of 15 ogres, 15 Etten. Two-headed ogres in a clearing that you all skirted around. And today is day 3 of your journey. You are all standing on the shores of a river, having gone back and forth with this ogre, who is sitting in a hot tub currently.
Yeah.
I'll go for it.
Yeah, so I had patted a friend, what's your name, Thessilio, giving you a little buff. I think it was the tail of the traveler, granting you some temporary hit points, and said, "Go get him, bud."
Oh, you buddy.
How many temp hit points?
I'm about to tell you. It is 3 plus my bard level, so 6 temp hit points. And while you have the temp hit points, your walking speed increases by 10 feet, and you gain +1 bonus to AC. So once those 6 points are gone, though, it's gone, and that takes a bump.
That's
against
pretty sweet, though.
Yeah, I'm just like encouraging you. It's a tale of the traveler, this far-traveled individual who he just liked to carry a lot of armor, and he moves pretty quick, make him a little bit harder to hit. So, don't remember his name though. But yeah, good luck. Go get him.
Do you remember what I rolled for my divination die by chance?
I did not note your divination roll. No.
My computer restarted and Notepad went away. Should I re-roll them or?
Yeah. Figure that it should be on average about the same.
6 and a 13.
Hey.
And I would like to cast Bless if I have that opportunity.
Mhm.
Are we in initiative?
I believe the last thing that we left off on was Athelios firing an arrow at the ogre.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
But since everyone's
Yep.
taking actions, you all see the ogre drink a potion,
Uh-oh.
Thelios.
and with that,
Potion of diminutive?
He makes himself smaller.
can I have everybody roll initiative?
Yeah.
And I should find my dice box.
I got a 12. Do you all
no.
have access to Athelios' character sheet?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I will update this.
So
Well,
a 13 for me and a 22 for Athelios.
Athelios
I'm gonna level with y'all. I'm gonna need to ask for these a second time, so hang tight for just a sec.
Oh.
Yep.
It's going to make a duplicate of us.
Too bad I can't click stuff on his sheet.
On whose sheet?
I have to do the calculations. I'm just complaining about being lazy.
That's right. So I have quick, which means I have advantage on initiative. So I'll roll again just for fun. I will keep my first roll, which was 18.
All right. I'm assuming no one else is higher than 18.
Athelios is 22.
Jesus.
And I think he still appears as a fairy of sorts.
Yes.
And all right, so I got Athelios and Lothar. What about Fast and Zoo?
12 on Zoo.
13 on Thas.
All right. So as you all are gearing up to attack this ogre in broad daylight right across from him, he is very dumb, but he's smart enough to read the writing on the wall and follow instructions that he was given previously. So he drinks a potion and disappears from sight. Which makes it Athelios' turn.
Oh.
Okay. In that case, he shot an arrow at him. Should I roll for that, or are we? Does he whiff because of the invisibility?
Yeah, let's roll it with disadvantage for the invisibility.
Okay, he's got +5.
Has the hammer? Is the hammer just sitting there? Still?
That sucks. 11 since it's disadvantage.
11 does not hit. Yeah, arrows go whizzing by the last place you saw the ogre sitting, and you see that the water in the hot tub is all tossed about, but can't really make heads or tails of where the ogre may have gone. To answer, I don't quite know who asked, but the hammer is still sitting there for the time being.
Awesome.
And anything else that you want Athelios to do?
I think that's about all he technically could do. I'm gonna have him actually. Let's have him get up on that roof.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a little height advantage.
Yeah. Let's see here. That is going to be either an acrobatics or athletics check.
Acrobatics it
Scamper.
is. Nat 20?
Hey,
25?
dang. Yeah, Athelios with a seldom seen grace scampers onto this rooftop. And you'll kind of have to do a bit of a double take. Let's see here. Oh, wait, hang on. Is that fast?
Yeah. He's the dude with the cloak over him.
He's a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Yeah,
All right.
true.
Yeah. Lothar, your turn.
I'm gonna sit back here and like maybe partial cover, we might be able to call it.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna prepare an action. And the reaction will be if well, how does invisibility? So if you attack, do you become non-invisible?
Unless it's greater invisibility, yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, my reaction is just going to be when I can fully see this big boy again.
All right. Yeah. Cast a spell.
I'm gonna cast a little spelly spell.
All right. Yeah, Lothar is getting ready. Thas, what are you up to? And quick note, I fucked up the grid system on this one, so you'll want to go with the darker lines rather than the white lines.
Okay, so the darker ones. Gotcha.
Yeah. I think I figured it out that it won't be a problem in future maps, but
So just a quick question. Detect magic. So it functions as a general, I detect the general area that magic exists. However, it says I can spend an action then later on in order to detect specific objects that have magic around them. Will that work for invisibility?
Pulling up the spell. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area.
Oh, since he's not a visible creature, therefore I can't see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought I would check.
True Sight, Tremor Sense, Fairy Fire.
Right.
Yeah, all those would be.
Okay. In that case, I am going to quickly try and scamper over to where the ogre last was, because I want to prevent him from going anywhere if possible. So he could just be fleeing. So to drop down, is that an action, or how does that work?
I'll say, I mean, it's only 10 feet or so. So I'd say you can just hop down.
Okay. The idea is I would hop down and then hop across? Is that possible to hop across to that hot tub?
Yeah, sure thing. Looks like it's gonna be about a 10-foot jump or so. Maybe a little less than 10. Like an 8-foot jump.
Oh, okay. Do I need to roll for that with a 4 strength and 6 plus 6 to athletics? I mean,
let's see here. Let me look up long jump real quick. When you make a long jump, you can cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. So as long as you have a strength of 8 or higher, you should be good.
oh, I have a strength of 18.
Hey! Yeah, no, you are rock solid. Less of a jump, more of a hop.
And then I would like to swing where, if I can kind of, can I do like a perception check to estimate where he might be and otherwise swing where I think he is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll say roll with disadvantage, but yeah, you have a pretty good idea of where he was last seen.
Wah, wah, there goes a nat 20. 11.
11 does not hit.
Oh, that was your perception.
That was perception. That was just perception.
Mm.
Or did you mean to roll hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, meant roll. Sorry, should have been more clear there. Yeah, I mean, in this case, you saw that he was there a couple seconds ago.
Right.
And I think you've got a pretty solid perception, so I think you've got a pretty good idea of broadly where he was.
Okay, then a 17 on the roll for the attack.
Nice. Yeah, 17 does hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
I'm going to add smite to that as well.
Mm-hmm.
How do I do that on this sheet? I think it's just a spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
And a D8, right? Or is it a D6?
Yeah. I believe it's 2d8 for the first spell slot, and then 1d8 per spell slot higher. But I would double check the ability real quick. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, hell.
That sounds right. Yeah, 2d8 plus 1d8 for each higher spell slot.
Okay, yeah, 2d8 radiant damage for the target. Okay, yep.
Sweet.
And then +1 because of that lightning trait you gave me. So 14 damage.
Whew. Let me do some mental math. Hell, sorry. I'm having a wild go over here. Okay. Minus 14 is going to leave him with that many hit points left. Yeah. So you all see Fast absolutely booking it across this bridge and making what would be a nerve-wracking jump for most mere mortals. He makes look easy. He jumps and skids onto the all-marble hot tub that the ogre is sitting in, and makes an attack at where he thought the ogre was. With a big blinding flash of holy light, the ogre appears just a couple feet away from where you last saw him, now bleeding profusely with a significant wound that Thas has dealt. Thas, I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 6.
All right. Nothing happens.
Don't like that.
I don't believe you.
It's not what you think. It's much, much worse.
Fantastic.
Let's see. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I would like to Hunter's Mark this guy. That's a bonus action, right?
Oh, it sure is.
Mm. Sorry.
And I don't think there's any save for it, so it's just a cast.
I believe that's accurate.
Okay.
Let me just double check the spell real quick.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that.
Yeah, easy peasy. Yeah, as you are standing within range of him, you see him begin to glow just a little bit, and you magically sense that any future wounds you deal will be just that little extra edge of effectiveness. The ogre does not get a turn yet. Zoo.
Sorry.
Your
Doesn't Lothar get a spell? The
Oh,
ogre
okay.
reappeared, right?
Sure does.
Oh.
Before I go.
So with 5e, you can't do 2 spells in a turn, right? 2 leveled spells.
Correct. One of them has to be a cantrip that takes an action, I believe.
Okay. Then I will use my reaction to cast a firebolt at him. Which is a cantrip.
Pew pew.
I have rolled a 13.
13 will hit.
Okay. I will now roll my damage, which will be 6.
All right. Yeah. As the ogre reappears, Lothar immediately jumps into action, waving his hands and casting a spell that you all have seen him cast dozens of times now. And a bolt of fire shoots across this river and splashes across the ogre's chest. The ogre, not liking this turn of events, roars in pain, having first been hit with a sword, then smited, then hit with a firebolt. He is bleeding everywhere, but does not seem to be slowing down. In fact, if anything, he seems to just be getting more angry and moving more quickly than you've seen him move up to this point.
So with a Helldack, can I take movement now or no? I can just do that one thing.
Yeah, just that one thing.
Okay. Cool.
All right, and I believe that's Zoo's turn.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a look at him and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna catch Tasha's hideous laughter at him and kind of see what he does."
Swear to God, if you jump in the water and hide, turtle.
I think I'm counting right here. 30 feet. I have to get closer. Sorry, it's kind of hard to count the water. 1, 2.
It's hard to count squares in the old water there, yeah.
I think I'm in range. I think I'm within 30 feet. To cash said Tosh's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this will be a wisdom save.
Ooh.
14.
He does not make it.
Oh, that's funny. All right.
Is how intelligent does the creature have to be?
Oh, is he 4?
4.
I hope he's smarter than a 4. 4. He's speaking,
He has
so
exactly 4.
no. Man.
Ogres
Well-
aren't sharp as tools to shed.
Wait, his 4 or less isn't affected. So he's not affected?
You see...
Oh my god.
Yeah, you see confusion flash across the ogre's face as magics kind of flash in lightning-like crackles around his head. You can tell that he's way off balance and he's very not thinking straight, but he's not falling to the ground like you would expect your spell to, even though it doesn't... Like, it seems like your spell kind of has teeth. It seems like it caught him.
Turtle soup, not funny.
I'll look at him with pity and apologize. Even though it won't make sense, and I'm sorry.
As you apologize, he cackles in a very low. It's not laughed out of joy.
All right. Yeah, I'm sorry for your being. Well. I misjudged the situation, and yeah, that's where I'm at. Just kind of like, well, got it. He's stupid. That's all I've got. I can't do anything else.
Let's see here. So just for your reference, instead of falling prone and becoming incapacitated, I'm going to have him move half speed and attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Sounds good to me. As he's just confused more than anything. Sounds good. Awesome. That is my turn.
All right. Let's see. What do I want this beefy boy to do? All right. Fast. You see from your front row seat, the ogre staggers a few feet closer to his hammer. Not quite out of melee range with you, but close enough to grab his hammer.
Conveniently.
He grabs his hammer and makes a big old beefy swing at you. And misses wildly.
Drops his hammer on you. You take.
This hammer slams into the ground next to you and shatters about 4 basketballs worth of marble into powdered stone immediately next to you. You realize that if this connected with you and you weren't quite strong enough of body or will, it could very easily have knocked you unconscious, if not killed you outright.
Oh, goody.
The ogre does a kind of a Chewbacca-esque like shout into the air, just as he's infuriated that not only has he been hit multiple times, but also couldn't hit you. And all of a sudden, his eyes flick over to this column, where you notice there's a rope and a bell attached towards the very top. And he's going to move that direction with the rest of his movement. So he is moving out of melee range. If you'd like an attack of opportunity.
I would love an attack of opportunity. Thank you. 25.
Right, smoked him. Yeah.
13.
Whew. Yeah. Okay. So, total side note, I've been taking notes in OneNote, and I have, like, HP, blah, 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 and then every time you guys hit him, I have, like, negative, whatever damage you do equals blah.
Mhm.
And I keep seeing numbers that I didn't type, and I was like, what the fuck is happening over here? Turns out, if it's like, say, 13 damage, I keep saying like negative 13 equals his current health. OneNote keeps trying to put negative 13 in there to make it a correct equation. I feel way less crazy now. Okay. Yeah, this ogre takes another significant hit, this time to the leg. So he is even further unable to move. So he's down to a quarter movement. But with his last bonus action, he reaches up and yanks on the rope
That bastard.
that attaches to that bell. And you hear a very clear note ring out for miles around across the forest.
I was hoping we were going to kill him so I could go ding, ding.
And with that, I believe we're back at the top of the round with Athelios' turn.
He's going to take another shot.
Yay!
Uh, 12?
Yeah, 12 hits.
Four damage. Yeah.
Yeah, this arrow in the ogre's shoulder doesn't register to him as much as the smite and the attack on his leg that Athelios has put the or not Athelios, that Fass has put the smackdown on him with. But he is definitely feeling it. This ogre is enraged and bleeding everywhere. He's the next best thing to naked, and the floor is covered in blood as you all gang up on this poor Bridge Guardian.
This poor,
Yeah,
stupid bridge
poor
guardian.
ogre.
And did you want to move Athelios anywhere?
I think he's good where he's at right now.
Beautiful.
I'll
In
move
that
him
case,
slightly closer. That's about it.
hey. Lothar, what you got?
I will move up kind of toward where Zoo is. And what I shall do is cast a firebolt at him.
Hell yeah, brother.
A 17.
That'll hit.
He will take 2 points of fire damage.
Whew.
Big.
High rollers.
Big.
Yeah, once again, the firebolt splashes across the ogre. It seems like it scalded him for sure, but you see a little bit less blood as the where the arrow hit, as you cauterize that arrow wound closed, but the arrow's still in it.
Nice. Listen, I have to save my big spells to help, just in case, okay?
There's a bell that rang.
Well, it's too late now because the whole forest knows we're here.
Oh, trust me, it's not too late.
Let's see here. Thess, what you got?
Well, I'm gonna step forward a little bit, and well, how far is he away from me?
Like 10 feet.
Then I'm gonna just step forward 5 feet, and smack him.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
And that 20 for a 27.
Is
Is that a
Yeah.
how is that a crit, or is how are crits handled in 5e? Just double?
Double damage.
Or you
Depends on
roll
the table.
twice.
Yeah,
Or
I prefer
half again.
twice, but I'm flexible on that point if y'all like just doubling the damage.
I can go either way.
Also,
More
I-
dice.
More dice.
Yeah. let's go more dice. Also worth noting that you can choose to smite after you know you have a critical.
Oh.
Even
that's
more
right, because it's
dice.
after you know you hit.
Yep.
Yeah, but
So
that
if you
would
feel
use
like
my
rolling-
last spell slot, so I'm gonna hold on to that.
All right. What kind of damage?
Does Hunter's Mark also crit?
Yes, it does. And actually, for Athelios and Lothar's turns, did you all include Hunter's Mark?
No, I didn't. I didn't know it applied to us.
Yeah, no. It only applies to the
think it
person
applies to everybody.
hunting.
It's the person hunting, unless you have something that affects Hunter's Mark, I think.
Oh, you're right. Apologies.
That would be a lot of damage.
All right, taking it back.
So 33 damage.
Oh my god. Yeah. Athelios, not Athelios, sorry. Thas, sees his opening. The ogre is distracted with the arrow and the firebolt in his shoulder. He was trying to ring the bell before he got, assailed by this group of strangers he'd never seen before and met not 2 minutes ago. And Fast sees his moment, and with a single giant leap and a single mighty blow, manages to cut the head off the ogre in one fell sweep. The ogre falls to his knees and topples over. As he does, you notice that not only does the hot tub begin to flicker in and out of existence, but so does the hut that's over here, the bell, the two columns, the gazebo, the bridge, and the covered bridge area all begin to flicker.
Uh-oh. Much worse, huh?
And that's combat. The ogre lies dead.
Ogre smashed.
For everyone who is not fast, could I get a perception check from you?
No.
1 second.
14.
22.
22 for Athelios.
Whew. Zoo and Athelios. Can I have Athelios make a dexterity saving throw? Since he's standing on top of the building.
Yeah. $15.
Hey, yeah. So as the ogre falls, you all see that there's a significant blood trail as this ogre is, shooting gouts of blood everywhere from Thas's mighty strike. However, all of the infrastructure in this area starts to flicker and fade. Athelios and Zoo, to your eyes, all of the infrastructure in this area, all the buildings, have completely disappeared. Athelios manages to pull off a sick backflip as he lands near the ground safely. Zoo, you see nothing but a babbling river through a lightly wooded area with a few cut down trees.
Okay. I will out loud say, where'd the bridge go? Where'd the gazebo go? Kind of calling attention to it no longer being there. I'm not sure who else doesn't notice it, but yeah, just kind of like what the hell? Where'd the bridge go?
Yeah. Bass and Lothar, you
I
guys both
still there?
see. hmm
Okay.
You see each other just fine. For those of you who I didn't just mention, you see all the infrastructure kind of flickering in and out of existence.
So, I do have a quick question about that with Athelios. How does that look? Like, does it just look like he just drops to the ground and kind of phases into the structure, or did he flip off of it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. For Thas and Lothar, it's weird. It's like you caught him out of the corner of your eye, falling through a building that should have been perfectly solid. You're not 100% sure what happened, but you also weren't paying super close attention to Athelios. Your attention was drawn to the very large, angry creature that you all just managed to kill.
Could I roll an Arcana or investigation check now that because I can still see them like flickering, right?
Yeah, sure can.
Okay, let me bust one of these boys out. 18.
This reeks of illusion magic.
An illusion, Michael.
Tricks or something horse do. Hookers do. Can't remember.
Money. For money.
As a 6-year-old is horrified.
And can I have Thas make a perception check as well?
Derp 6.
Hey, yeah, you don't notice anything.
I will call out across the way. It's an illusion, Thas.
Was the hammer that he was wielding also an illusion, or was that real?
The hammer is real,
Okay.
or at least it's next to his body and not flickering like everything else.
And I'm going to yell back, the ogre's an illusion?
It's all in your head.
I'm going to
No.
poke the ogre a little bit, and then I'm going to loot him.
You find 10 gold pieces in assorted coinage, as well as a giant.
Can I ask a question that might break reality?
Please.
So when Thas ran across the bridge to get to the ogre,
Mhm.
It was solid?
Sure was.
Look, I'm just drowning in the river now.
and
I didn't even realize this was all an illusion.
And to be clear, the bridge is gone now, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, the bridge
Guys,
is gone.
I found 5 gold pieces, and I think the hammer was an illusion too. No, I'm just kidding.
How does this river look? Like fast moving, or does it look deep? Is this like something that we could ford? Like, can we see the bottom of it?
In the meantime, am going to return to my compatriots across this bridge.
Oh, stop! Whoa! Gonna hold my.
Stop.
What are you doing? Stop! It's not there. Holding my hand up.
There?
The bridge. It's out.
The bridge is an illusion.
It's fake.
As fast as you go to put your foot on the bridge, it kind of flickers out of existence for a second, and you put your foot down on solid ground. The bridge flickers back into existence around your foot, and you're stuck for a second until it flickers back into existence. You jump back just a hair.
Oh yeah.
All right.
You're on the wrong side of the river.
This
To
flickering.
answer, previous question. The river is very deep, but also very slow. So it's a significant amount of water, but not a significant risk if you wanted to swim across.
Ride that turtle across.
No, I'm a turtle. I am not a swimmer.
less.
4.
I'm a land reptile.
Or
This flickering that's happening. So with the high 22, the bridge to me is just gone, right? Like it's not flickering where it's not where I could like. It's not solid and then not solid. It's based on your perception of it that it's solid or not.
Yeah,
solid.
you can see like an after image of it, but that's about it.
All right, how far is this across? That's way too far. Well,
look, there's like 10 feet. There's some areas where it's 10 feet. You could jump. I believe in you.
No, it's double.
It's like 15.
Oh,
Closest
oh,
would
gotcha.
be like
Because
15.
we're going by the black square, right?
Yeah, the ruler doesn't really function.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry about
makes sense.
that.
Well, do you have a rope? Well, that doesn't help us. Well,
It does because I could drag you across.
that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking, but we had to toss it over, and then we tie it
Gosh, that'd be so hard if I were, at a lower strength than 18 to throw things.
off. Okay. Oh, I meant the length of rope. But yeah, I'm down to do that.
Yeah.
Just like throw rope, tie it around us, and then
I do. I have a 50-foot rope in my pack.
cool.
So I'm gonna find a nice. Do I see like a nice stone, like good sized stone that I could tie this to and chuck?
You see this tree right here?
Well, yeah, that's true. I can just tie it to the tree, but I was just meaning so I can throw the other end. But I guess I can tie this and just throw the whole rest of the rope across. So that works. I was just thinking of the weight. If you've ever tried to throw just one end of a rope, it doesn't work so well.
Mhm.
Tie it to the tree and then chuck the rest of the coil across.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a strength check for me.
Athletics or just pure strength?
Yeah, we can go athletics.
Got to get that extra 2 in there for a 19.
Hell yeah. Yeah, the rope sails over.
All right.
Going.
Yeah. I'm just gonna grab it and shimmy across. Is that
Yeah,
Good.
could I get a dexterity check from everybody trying to make it across on the rope?
Oh yes, is this like a saving throw or acrobatics?
Just a check. You can use acrobatics if you like. Acrobatics or athletics.
Yes, +1.
I rolled
Oh.
21.
A 10?
Thelios is fucking terrible. He rolled a 8.
Guy's gonna come back and be like, your character's dead.
You
Did the
drowned.
ogre kill me?
He drowned.
No, you failed an acrobatics check that everyone else
No.
succeeded.
You
at.
died while trying to ford a river.
Did I at least have like typhoid or cholera? No.
No,
We just lost
just
you.
drowned.
You couldn't swim 15 feet in a slow moving river.
Yeah, Zoo zips right across with his
Yeah.
22.
Oh no, I got a 10.
The
No,
water
no,
holds no fear.
Lothar.
I rolled that.
Oh, sorry. Lothar zips right across with his 22. Zoo, hand over hand, makes himself get
Ugh.
across this rope.
Oh man, that was scary.
Athelios, can I have Athelios make a wisdom saving throw against being frightened?
Oh man.
It's nice to be here to witness the birth of a new trauma.
Fear.
Oh,
Oh. Oh. No,
8.
no.
You can all see Athelios' knees quite literally knock as he's in the middle of this river, dangling, holding onto this rope for dear life.
I'm gonna
I will assist him by pulling on the rope to speed him up.
Sure.
Unless, because no one tied the other end.
Nope.
I'm assuming we just kind of kept tossing it across for some reason.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Well, no one said it, so that was my assumption.
yeah, we just kind of floating rope, I think.
20,
Yeah.
30, 20.
Hell yeah. As Athelios kind of locks up in the middle of the river, you guys see Fast just arm over arm haul Athelios in. Athelios is definitely soggier and in a fouler mood for the experience, but doesn't seem any the worse for wear.
Just reminds me of like, you might be the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of me.
I'm a rogue. I climb.
I was
things.
gonna say the worst fighter
Oh, he's a-
ever.
Right, he's a fighter. Why do I keep thinking he's a rogue?
I'm gonna make the comment that, well, at least one of us doesn't look like a drowned rat. Nice and dry.
I will prestidigitation myself and be dry as well.
Oh.
That makes two of us.
Yeah, I would.
And with him ringing that bell, guys, I think it would be best if we quickly got out of the area and see what comes from this. Like now.
Yeah,
I agree.
sounds good.
Let's bounce.
Yeah, you guys see a trail that leads off into the woods, the direction you wanted to go. And this trail seems surprisingly well worn.
It's a trap. God, the quotes just keep coming.
And we see a trail on the other side of the river, right? As well, where we came from, there's a well-worn trail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll throw out the comment, hey, this would make a really good place for a bridge.
Fantastic.
How hard is it to
I'd
throw a
laugh at your
turtle?
dad joke if I had a dad.
Yeah, it's pretty inconsiderate of you, actually.
God.
How rude.
Yeah.
We want to follow the trail, but stick to like the bush and just follow it. So I figure if anyone's coming, they're probably coming down the trail. Right?
Right.
We could also just be on the trail and just have Athelios like lead, like sneaking around up ahead.
Oh yeah, he could be a stealth man.
A point man.
Let's put him ahead of us, and he'll be the stealth man.
Are you gonna prestidigitate them dry too, or? Just...
Oh, I'm good. Waters
Well, one
goes right off my shelf.
No. You are a land turtle.
I can get wet. I take showers.
Wet. No.
Basically the same thing.
No.
It's
You
literally-
can't. No takey backy.
It's literally just a shell, and I like gesture at my body. I'm like, it's a shell with like little pieces of.
So you're saying you're
Fabric on
naked
it.
right now? That's
Well-
just wrong.
in a manner of
Kind of,
speaking.
kind of, but no. This
Did
is
the river wash off all of your artwork?
Yeah,
on
all
your
the
shell?
art's gone. All of it's gone. I'll put more on tomorrow. On the
Clean slate.
parts that I can reach, which is my chest and my. That's about it. Chest.
I was gonna say I don't think there's any appropriate area.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I can't.
So Athelios is gonna take point and stay just a little bit ahead of our party and I guess stealthily proceed.
that's what he's here for.
Off the trail?
On the trail for now, but he's leaning a bit, and we're hoping we get a little advance warning so we can get off the trail. You know, Nazgul style.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Get off the trail. You know, or road. Whatever Frodo said.
Buckleberry Ferry.
I don't like that.
That's a high roll. If I ever saw one.
That's a really high roll.
It's probably just for
And
like,
can I get
how strong the wind is.
Can I get a perception check from Athelios?
Why does he's a Oh, he's not a ranger. I was gonna be like, why does his perception suck so much? He's just a pretend ranger.
It's good at sneaking, not seeing. It's not his job.
13.
Ranger in name only.
Oh,
13. Right. All right. So you all begin to tromp away from where you encountered this ogre. You make it about 200 yards up the trail. And I'm going to need Athelios to make 8 dexterity saving throws.
8
DC
dexterity?
itself.
8 of
Mhm.
them.
8 of them.
oh. He was joking about the dismemberment.
I wasn't. No.
So 14 for the first one,
Mhm.
20 for the second.
Mhm.
Nope. 9 for the third.
Mhm.
At 1
Oh.
for 6. At 1 for 6.
Oh man, you chose poorly.
Someone wanna, I don't know,
Keep going.
roll for me
The
instead.
statistics of the next ones being bad are very low.
You're getting them all out of the way.
Oh, that's where you're wrong.
Oh, just keep going at this point.
10.
Go for broke. Probably gonna get a crit on the last one. That one will matter.
16. How many was that?
I think 6 total. So like 2 more.
10.
This is great.
You said dexterity saving row and another 10.
Oh no.
All right. So,
So how many traps did he just trip over?
well, I'm not going to say traps, but before we get into this next section, I am going to say let's take 5 because I need to take a bio break real quick.
Okay.
Get a little extra suspense in there.
No.
Be back here in 5.
All right.
Man, I should have given him a bardic inspiration if I knew that was gonna happen. Sure.
Well,
200
you
feet
know
later.
that was out of our hands.
Yep.
Bye, when
No, out of our
Athelios
hands. It was
died.
completely inside of Thas's hands, though.
It's true. Yeah, he's really the one to blame.
Like his hands,
Yeah,
digitally
covered
touched
in
it.
blood.
digitally.
I-
Covered in it.
Look, I did not have. This is just RNGesus, okay? I did not have physical contact with those dice.
But you touched the dice.
Look, I did no such thing. I just
Sir,
clicked a button.
I only started the train, and then it just went
So
off
you
the
killed-
rails.
He-
So you killed Kai.
it was entirely digital. It would have happened to him anyway. Like that was predestined.
That
I think
is
those
a
rules-
way of looking at it.
One of the ways that those rolls were meant for you, and he just absorbed them all. An RNG
I'm gonna
shield.
hit the bathroom as
Yep.
well, real quick. BRB.
You know what I noticed? I looked at the gear in the inventory and it says rations are 20 pounds for one day.
I don't think that's right. 1 second. That doesn't sound right. Let's see here, inventory. Is that in D&D Beyond?
Yeah. Let me share this little screenshot with you.
'Cause I don't think that's right. 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 'Cause I don't think Rations for 1 day is 2 pounds.
Oh, I have times 10. Never mind. I'm just not a smart guy
I was like,
today.
that doesn't make sense. Like maybe if it was for like a squad.
It's gonna be like, excuse me, like how does someone consume 20 pounds of food in 1 day?
But I thought we had a good berry creator. That's not true.
No, we don't have a ranger.
Don't have a ranger. I'm
No,
just
you have
foraging.
in your campaign. We have a good berry creator.
Good berry is very good. It's basically what you can live on. If you really
Yep,
want to.
that's one of the reasons I took it. You know, as a ranger. You know, unlike our fake ranger over here.
What we got over here? What is the stat? Let's look at his card. Aphelios. Is he part rogue, part fighter? What is he? He's fighter 3. He's not a rogue.
fighter 3.
I don't know
No.
why he acts like all of his actions like to Zeus scream rogue. I want to sneak off into the night. Then I'm
He's
gonna
a faux
disguise
rogue.
myself.
Okay,
I'm gonna disguise
he's
myself.
a frog.
Oh, put him up front. He immediately failed. Oops. 200 yards.
We didn't even make it 200 yards. 8 dexterity checks that he failed 6 of them.
Depending on what the threshold is, right? Could be a 5.
He said 12.
Oh, I didn't know he said there was. I didn't know he announced
Oh,
the
yeah.
threshold.
He did.
What could it be?
Athelios has disappointed me greatly.
All right.
He's probably screaming. He's probably like wondering, like, what happens next? He's just listening, tuning in, unable to do anything. What happened?
What is happening to
Why'd they put me
me?
up front? I'm not a damn rogue.
Do we have everybody?
No.
Hello, I am Bethelios, Athelios' rogue brother.
Wandering from the woods one day.
Look at that. I have a twin that I didn't put in my backstory. It just so happens that I was lost.
Do we have a Douglas with us?
I don't think-
Not yet.
I don't think he's here. I don't think he's back yet.
He has to
Sweet.
cross his giant mansion to his restroom. I say restroom because I'm assuming in a giant mansion you don't just have a bathroom. It's got to be the whole
Full
kit and
restroom.
caboodle.
He has
You know,
a
he's probably
urinal,
got urinal. Yeah,
urinal for his dog,
Yeah.
Manservant with a hot.
2 toilets.
Alright.
I don't know why you need 2. One big one, one little one.
well, yeah. I mean, he's got to have a handicap, disability stall in there
Yeah.
in addition
Those
to
two
normal,
toilets are
normal toilet.
3 sinks, 2 blow
well, they're facing
dryers,
each other.
8 towels,
No, you can play that.
shower, a sauna.
and a towel boy there to dry his hands. You know,
Yep. And the person that squirts the squirts cologne.
right? So 2
Mhm.
people. Hmm.
Mhm. 2 people in there.
Alpazar, the cologne is getting a little much. Tone it down.
When I said
Alright.
eau de toilette, I didn't mean literal toilet water.
Yeah. You're right. He probably just has one. Just the towel boy does the cologne. Does both. Multitasking.
And that mace, just that Warhammer thing the guy had, it was nothing besides just a big hammer, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if you
Little-
want a big old fuck off hammer.
Nope. I'm gonna let that thing fuck right off over there.
Yeah,
But-
the,
We each get 2 gold and some silver, or whatever, right?
See, we're already making the money we
Money,
didn't
money.
make in the town.
Too bad it wasn't a goblin, so we don't get any rewards from that, right?
Well, goblin. It's a big goblin. Depends on
How are we represent? Are we taking their ears?
Oh no,
Is that what we're doing?
No, I think we just say
Because I feel like that's pretty
truthful.
evil.
I'm not doing that. I'm just going to hope that they take our word for it. I'm a trusting
Cross
turtle.
my heart. I hope to die.
I'm a trusting
Kill
turtle. I just
500.
assume people trust me.
I mean, I'd write a tally on this turtle's shell, but
I'm an honest turtle that's out to help people. I care for people.
I just, honest by, cutting your buddies out of a deal.
Well,
Super honest.
no, I negotiated
No, you did not.
tactfully. Yeah.
That was not tactful. That was classless.
I'm back.
Hey. All right.
So Athelios is gone, and now his twin brother Bethelios is here.
He disappeared
Oh, no.
in the day. All right. What happened?
Oh, okay. Let's see.
So you all make it about 200 yards up the trail. And what Fast didn't see earlier when you made that perception check was several groups of goblins in the brush. And Athelios, as he's wandering up the trail, sees a net go sailing right past his face.
Oh no.
And as he turns to look, whack, 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 whack. 2 boneless and 3 nets hit him.
We're
And he
not
goes
with
down
him.
like a sack of 2 more fly over and off into the brush. And you all are about, 50, 100 yards behind him?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Whatever sounds. Yeah. 50 to 100 is yeah.
We're gonna say 50 because we want him to live.
And you see 8 goblins pop out of the brush. 2 of them go to stand on top of Athelios, who is wiggling against the nets that are now just absolutely covering him, almost mummy-like. And the other 6 goblins kind of fan out across the trail and go, "Halt!"
In common? Or
Mm-hmm.
like towards us?
Yeah.
Okay. Well. I'll stop and smile kindly. Like, okay.
Like, how close are they to Athelios right now?
2 of them are literally on top of him, and 6 of them are around him. It's worth noting that these goblins seem better equipped than most goblins you've seen. While their weapons are still fairly primitive, like a lot of roughly made spears and a lot of hide armor, it seems better cared for, more artistic. The goblins seem like they're a little bit taller than usual, and they carry themselves with more poise than you would expect a goblin to.
Okay. Now, how close are we to the goblins by the time they say stop, halt?
About 40 yards.
40 yards, so 180 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Or 120 feet, right?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. Math. It's hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, about 120 feet.
I'm gonna walk a little closer and be like, I'm sorry, what did you say?
We
Close the
said
gap a little
halt
bit
in
more.
the name of Shivam.
Oh my god! I think I'll tug at Fast's sleeve or whatever his armor and be like, I think we should slow down a little bit. I think they're going to kill him.
They go, "You are all trespassing in the land of Shivam. Surrender immediately, and we may be merciful."
The land of Shittum?
I'm gonna.
Shivam.
Shivam. Oh, I see.
I'm gonna once more say, I'm sorry. The land of what? And step and come a little closer.
They go,
I can't hear you from over there.
Oh, okay, then drop your weapons and come forward to be arrested, and we can talk all you want.
I will lean up against my staff and say, I need this staff to actually walk. I can't set this down.
We'll get you a new staff. That one's so shiny. I bet Hand Waves a whole lot would really quite like it.
Can you bring me a staff?
You say hand waves.
Yeah! And you see one of the goblins kind of pop off into a bush and come back with what looks like just a random branch that he cut down. And that goblin is going to come zipping up to you and hand you the branch. There, Lothar. He's holding out his other hand, kind of waiting for the staff.
I would like to step up next to Thas, because that seems to be the barrier. Next to him and be like, hey, we heard the gong or the bell and we came to help. Can you guys assist us with the ogre? He seems to need medical attention.
Make a deception check for me.
Yeah. I can do that. What's that? Oh. A 1?
The one in the middle, standing on top of Athelios, who seems a little bit bigger and bulkier than the rest, holds up his staff and goes, I don't believe you! That was the emergency bell for emergencies, only for when intruders are intruding.
Ah. Yes, it was. Well. Okay.
About how far away at this point? I mean, I've been trying to move forward a couple of times. How close did I make it to them?
I'd say you're about 10 yards ahead of the rest of your crew and about 25 yards away, 75 feet.
All right. I could almost close the gap with them.
Can I, before I hand over my staff, I'm going to feign like I'm testing this branch that they brought me. And can I, along with a mage hand, as I try to put my weight on it, snap it?
I don't think the mage hand can exert enough force. You can make a... I will say you can make a strength check to try and break it and a performance check to try and sell it.
Okay. Let's see what happened. Good. Do I know the DC to try to snap this?
To snap it is going to be like a 10, and the performance is going to be a 15.
Core. I'll use my 13 divination and snap the branch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will do a performance. Checking, just looking at my character sheet, making sure no one wants to help out or anything. If anyone wants to speak up and help me with. Okay.
I will guidance.
Yeah, there we go.
Do I need to? Yeah, 60 feet. It'll be like, you got this. Like cheering on silently. I'm not gonna be like, "You got this, man." Just silently.
And then that's a D4, right?
Mhm.
That is
Oh, baby. 16 for my performance.
Hey, yeah. So you kind of start leaning heavily on this branch, and it immediately seems to buckle under your weight. The goblin who brought you the branch, his eyes get real big and goes, "Oh, I'm real sorry. I didn't know that branch was so bad. Let me get you."
Grudge an old wizard his walking stick.
Yeah, this is a specially made medical staff. It has metal inlays that it's reinforced so it can carry my weight.
Oh, okay.
Look at Gandalf
Let me try
over
another
here.
fish. And he dips off into the woods.
I'll maybe as part of my performance, I'll hobble up closer to where to Athas is.
Mm-hmm. And as part of your group starts getting closer, the goblin who seems to be the most in charge, standing on top of Athelios, goes, "So, are you going to surrender your weapons? Or are we going to have to fight this out? I'll warn you, we don't take trespassers very lightly."
I'm going to raise my eyebrow meaningfully towards Lothar.
I'm looking. I'll kind of, shrug lightly, and I will, can I prep an action? All right. I'm gonna go ahead and prep an action, and the trigger will be if initiative gets rolled. Can I do that?
if shit goes down.
Yeah, if it starts going sideways.
The one in charge kind of starts.
I'm gonna start walking forward, holding out my glaive, and make it another 15 feet maybe, and be like, all right, well, let's see what we can do.
"Ah," the goblin says, "someone who finally sees sense." And he starts wandering up towards you to take your glaive.
And as soon as I'm within 60 feet, I'm going to abjure him so he can't move. And then I'm going to charge towards Athelios and the other goblins.
All right. You see all of the goblins immediately pull spears, crude swords, daggers, and put them at Athelios' throat and groin and knees and armpits. The 6 goblins that are left next to Athelios are very ready to.
So with the abjure enemy, then it's a wisdom saving throw for that guy, or he's absolutely terrified.
Let's see here. Yeah, the lead goblin is knees knocking, shaking in his boots in the middle of the trail as you go blitzing past him.
As I blitz past, I'm gonna scream out with an attempt to intimidate. Surrender or die. Command your people to surrender or die.
He gets about half a sentence out and is too afraid to even talk. He goes, stand. That's as far as he gets.
Backfired.
So,
The other goblin who was standing on top of Athelios goes, "Hey, hey, hey! Back off! We don't want to hurt your friend. We don't want to hurt your friend."
all right. Well, I'll Tasha's that one.
Kind of sounded like initiative.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, I'm waiting for the initiative call. I'm like,
I'm wondering how intelligent the goblins are. This is gonna suck if it's another.
yeah, we'll
Or
see. So
intelligent.
I'm like not as quick as fast at all, but I'll make it. I would assume maybe half the distance and like throw off a joke and being like, "Oh, look at him go! Your buddy is pissing his shorts." Anyway, I will do a Tasha's hideous laughter on the one that just talked. This is one that's standing on
wisdom.
Yeah, this is one that's standing on top of him, right? On top of Athelios.
Yeah.
Cool.
And he got a 17.
Oh. All right. Well,
Swing and a miss.
so you see me running and just telling a joke, and that's it.
And as he sees you kind of blitzing up the trail as well, you can see the spell kind of start to kind of take hold as he starts to giggle and cackle. And then his eyes get real wide, and he gets quiet for a minute, and it seems like he's making a real mental effort.
Okay.
And you can feel the spell kind of fizzle as he throws off your magical attack. And he goes, "Ah, they think they can beat us. They want their friend to die. They want their friend to die. All right." And it really seems like he's trying to hold down laughter that is not natural. Like, even though he threw off your spell, there's still some after effects lingering.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, "If they come any closer, kill their friend."
All I'll Tasha's Athelios. I don't know for an
What?
inch. I don't know what's.
About how far have
Yeah,
I?
I'm-
How close am I at this point?
Yeah.
So I'll say that fast, since you were closer. I'll say you're about. Let's see. You were 45 feet away, so I'll say you're about 30 feet away. And Zoo, you were farther back,
Way further back. Yeah.
but yeah, so you're probably. I don't know.
Oh, it's only. Never mind. It's only
60
30 feet on this.
What?
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, I assume you'll move up close enough to cast it. So yeah, I'll say you're 60 feet away. And the goblins will say, "You can either leave now, or we'll kill your friend and take you to the village."
So we can leave now with our friend, and and we're done.
Oh no! This your friend is our prisoner now. We take immigration very seriously.
But you're in Gotham Land.
No, you're in Shivham Land. You crossed the river. We had a guard posted and everything.
What? I didn't see any guard posts. Where?
Yeah, nobody that you killed.
What? There's nothing there. It's an empty land. We had to ford the
Oh.
river. Don't you see
The
how wet it
illusions.
is?
Mm-hmm.
What illusions?
That we'd trick the ogre.
You trick your own allies?
Yeah, ogres are real dumb.
So what have you done with each other?
Lots of things.
Really? And I'm going to look at the other goblins and be like, and you stood for that?
I mean, you only trick the ones you like, right?
How are the other goblins responding to his words?
They just kind of nod along. A lot of shrugs, a lot of kind of vague agreement.
I wanted to latch onto that one. Well, I mean, at this point, they're so close they could just coup de grace him, right?
Yeah, they have Athelios pretty dead to rights.
I think we're out of options here, guys. Worst fighter ever. Worst foe rogue ever.
Let me see.
If you leave your weapons here, we'll throw them across the river when you are all on the other side of the river. Because we are good and right and honorable goblins.
Huh.
Unlike the big people.
Is that why you've been attacking our merchant caravans?
You mean why we've been taking things from merchant caravans invading our territory? Yes. In fact, and the little goblin kind of gets all puffed up, I have killed more caravanners than anyone else in my tribe.
Well, in that case, I have a better counter proposal. You give us your weapons, and when we get across the river, we'll throw them back to you.
But,
it's decided then.
We have your friend prisoner.
But we have your friend prisoner, and I'm going to point to the guy who's terrified.
Well, he's more scared than prisoner.
I'll put my glaive right against his throat.
Okay, now you have him more prisoner than scared. But I mean, one big person does tend to kill more goblins than goblins kill big people.
Then I'm going to count them, and I'm going to ask him, about how many?
2.
So I'm going to count us, and I'm going to count them, and be like, so we're pretty even odds, and you're down one as well.
Oh, we would be even odds if we didn't have your friend. And he's gonna go, all right, boys, jump on him. And all the goblins start quite literally jumping on him.
All right.
I cast sleep.
Yeah.
At second level, so that's 7d8 worth of hit points. Let me just get this ready here. 7d8. For 33 total hit points.
Yeah. You cast Sleep. This is a spell that you have grown very familiar with over the course of your wizarding career. And you have fought more than your fair share of goblins through the course of your life. As I'm assuming you're targeting it over Athelios.
Yeah. Especially now that they're all jumping on him.
Mm-hmm. The spell takes a hold, and let me just double check Sleep real quick. And how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect?
Why can't goblins be as dumb as ogres, damn it?
Time to go night-night.
It ignores unconscious creatures. I don't know if that matters.
Sorry?
It ignores unconscious creatures, so Athelios, if he's unconscious at this point.
Athelios is still conscious.
Okay.
But it starts with lowest hit points.
Lowest and goes up.
So you see 2 goblins in darker robes and wielding knives kind of yawn and then curl up on top of Athelios. as well as 2 that have stabs and a lot of kind of nature paraphernalia on them that also kind of yawn and turn around and fall to sleep on the spot.
Can I stack?
This is about half that you would have expected in terms of how many goblins you're putting to sleep.
Could
Um,
I stack a second level sleep on top of his sleep?
sure.
Because it ignores unconscious creatures.
Night.
Seeing this,
Now I just see 2 Kevin Harts going, "Want to go night night? Want to go night night?"
how do you
Yeah, what's your 78 looking like?
how do I? There's no hop button for it that I see. Let's see here. 7.
Also, Athelios
24.
never is going to go first ever again.
24.
Yeah, the other 2 goblins on top of Athelios, as well as the one that kind of stepped out as secondary spokesman, all fall asleep.
So who's left?
The one.
Just the one who's scared as balls.
All right.
In that case, bonus action Hunter's Mark, night night.
Yeah, make an attack roll for me.
Dirty 20.
Oh, yeah, no, you smoke him. What kind of damage are you looking at?
Uh, 16.
Yeah, this goblin doesn't stand a fucking chance. Between being scared and getting the next best thing to a coup de grace, you absolutely obliterate this goblin. He falls to the ground, headless and twitching, as the rest of the goblins snore in noisy slumber in front of you. Athelios begins to wiggle his way out, basically covered in sleeping goblins.
Let's start. I think we wrap
Going
them all up.
Yeah, we're going to go and assist him.
Kind of moving the nets around, and then put them over the goblins because the sleep only is good for a minute.
Yep. Yeah, you guys make very quick work of the goblins. There are 2 nets full of 3 goblins each, and then the leader goblin in a net all his own.
Cool.
And
Obviously.
are you guys taking weapons?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah,
weapons
yeah,
are-
Yeah.
Anything
We're searching them, making sure they don't have anything.
Yeah. So you guys pull. Let's see here. 2 surprisingly hefty warhammers made out of a dense stone. 2 long swords. 2 long knives that are long enough that they're technically short swords, though they're right on the edge there. And then 2 wooden stabs across all 8 goblins. There's also 4 wooden shields across them, and like I mentioned before, hide armor, the usual goblin paraphernalia. But after about a minute, you manage to get all the goblins trussed up, and Athelios is back on his own 2 feet again, and the goblins start to wake up. And I will mention actually, I love skill checks. Can I get a Arcana check from Zoo and Lothar?
Oh, sure.
17 on my check.
14.
Oh yeah. Now, between the 2 of you, these were weird goblins. Like I mentioned before, you fought goblins before. You cast sleep quite a bit. it should have been significantly less magical energy to put the sleepy kibosh on 7 goblins. Burning 2 second-level spells is significant. And enough that both of you kind of recognize the oddity of that event.
They're enhanced.
And the lead goblin begins to wake up, kind of wrapped in his net. Just because I like the visual, I'm going to say y'all trust them up from trees, so they're all kind of hanging as goblin balls.
Goblin balls. 2 of them.
But the leader goes, "Hey, what happened?"
I'm gonna grab the headless corpse of this other goblin, and then just chuck it underneath the 2 goblin balls, and to intimidate.
All the goblins in the left goblin ball start to kind of quietly cry, or their eyes get all big and they get real quiet as they go, "Krog! No, not Krog. Oh, he was so young. He had a family."
Oh.
He had 9 kids this year. How are we going to
This
feed
year.
9 kids?
I don't think that's the
I don't
the
know.
main worry you have right now, actually, as it turns out.
And
So,
Yeah.
where are the rest of your encampment?
well, the big camp is about 20 miles up the road.
Where did you come from? Because you got here very fast.
Oh, we were out on patrol.
Hmm. How many
When
patrols?
are you expected back?
Well, we're supposed to change the shift out, and there's the smaller camp nearby. I mean, I'd say when the sun goes down, which
How-
you all
how far
recognize is about 8 hours from now.
Oh, plenty of time. How many other patrols get sent out at the same time? Is there a lot? Or-
Oh, I mean, there's only 8 patrols in this area.
Okay.
Well, 8 like us. Then there's all the junior patrols. I mean, who needs junior patrols, right?
Well. Yeah, who needs junior patrols?
I'll ask somewhat sarcastically. You weren't the junior patrol?
And he gets surprisingly proud for being dangling from a tree. And he goes, "I am the lead fighter of my expert patrol. Thank you very much."
Oh my God.
You're some of the weakest goblins that I've ever encountered.
Oh, weakest? How dare you?
Yeah.
I
I only had to use one basic spell to take out your entire squad.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, look, fair, we should have caught that, but we should have that. That's fair. The premiers talked about it and we weren't ready. There's gonna be so much trouble when I get back to camp. I can't believe I let our leader die. Well, you killed him. There's gonna be more trouble for you.
Well,
Well, we'll see. Tell me more about these premiers.
Wait, how do you know about the premiers?
You just
We know a lot of things. So
Oh,
let's
one could say
let's
you
be
talk in
honest
your
with
sleep.
each other.
oh. Well, my name is Grog, and my soldier number is 12.
oh. Got it.
12 of 64, huh?
No. Just 12.
Well,
Yeah, but there's 64 more fighters like you, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely 64.
Mm. How truthful is he right now?
Insight check, please.
10.
He is lying through his teeth.
If you give us the information we want, there's a slim possibility we'll let you walk away from this encounter.
His eyes get real narrow, and he goes, "But why?
why? What?
Why
would
what?
you let us walk away?"
I have
Well, it's not bad. We're good
I-
people.
yeah, I don't start my days wanting to kill goblins.
Well, you could have fooled me. And he looks right at Fast.
I said I don't start my day. My partner, on the other hand, may have fewer qualms about finishing what you
things-
started.
I have things against bandits, and I'm going to look at one of them and ask him, how many goblin fighters do you guys have? Just one of the random other ones.
Like Grog?
Oh,
Average fighters, like you.
Oh,
Like any of
average
you.
fighters. Oh, wait, like me? No, I'm an expert.
yeah.
Then how
Keep
many
saying
extra?
that word, but I don't think you know what it means.
The more junior goblin goes, well, if you let me out, I'll tell you, and then I can run away, and you can kill everyone else. And you see the two other goblins in the back of him start like bopping him in the kidneys, or like throwing elbows.
Boy,
Go, hey!
you sure
Oh, wait.
like to trick one another.
Sounds like we have an intelligent goblin on our hands.
Me? Yes, I very intelligent. The most intelligent.
Let's see how smart you are. Tell us what we want to know.
Well, what if I answer one of your questions, and then you let me out of this bag?
I just asked a question that you haven't answered.
You're in no position to negotiate, friend.
Well, in that case, I better negotiate extra hard. There are 8 expert patrols. Where 2 of them?
This is 2 patrols?
Yeah.
One expert, one junior, right?
There we
Uh,
go.
Oh, he said 2
Yeah.
expert. You said 2 expert already. I heard it.
Okay, you got me. Yeah, this is 2 expert patrols.
Oh. I see.
Who do you work for?
Shivam.
Tell me more about Shivam.
Well, his full name is Shivam Bigley, and he runs the Goblin Camp. Well, the Goblin City now.
And is this Shivam a fellow goblin?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's the chief.
What made him chief?
Well, he shivs him the most.
Who does he
I
shiv?
see.
Who does he shiv?
Anyone who doesn't say he's the boss.
Got it.
So he's the boss.
Does Shivam answer to anyone?
While they continue to interrogate him, I'm going to pull Athelios to the side and ask him about our patrols that would be anywhere. Is there anything in our area of our patrols? You know, quietly and away from them.
Yeah. This is a neck of the
See what he
woods
knows.
that's far enough away that it doesn't get patrolled regularly. But he's surprised that anything like a bridge could have been there, illusionary or not. Someone should have found it and reported it.
Okay.
So in terms of backup, he doesn't think that there's anybody ahead that you could rely on for backup.
Right.
But there are further rangers you could call in if you went back to town.
All right. Then I'm gonna come back to the group.
I'm gonna pipe in. Who made the bridge spell? Who cast that? Who tricked your friend the ogre?
That was Hand.
Is he a goblin?
Yeah, he's a shaman.
Got it.
And waves a whole lot.
Okay. And he
Checks out.
he's in the big city with your big boss man, Shivam.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Now, him and
Got it.
Shivam are well, I'm not supposed to say this, but they're lovers.
Oh, that is
At least that's what I've heard around the barracks.
nice. Cool.
How many goblins are in the forward camp that you came from?
I mean, only 80 or so.
Okay, well let me confer with my companions, and we'll decide your fate. Now, if you have any other information that might weigh the scales in your favor, now would be the time to divulge that information.
Oh, well, the expert patrols work out real hard. We, been learning as much as we can. We're really good with weapons now. There's also the premiers. Premiers are real scary, right? The big old goats.
How many?
Goats?
Tell me more about the premiers. Are they goblins as well?
Yeah, well, there's only 4 of them, but yeah.
What
Some
makes
say,
them?
some say you can't even see them before they kill you.
Oh,
Wow, that sounds scary.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's terrifying. Can you imagine? Some say one of them can turn into 2 people.
Oh. What makes somebody a premier as opposed to a junior or an elite?
Oh, well, I mean, your premiers are better than your experts, and your experts are better than your regulars. And your regulars are better than your, I never remember these words. Is it Canon Foder? I think it's Elvish. Boss keeps talking about it.
Mm.
But the people you don't care if they die? I just made it out of one of those patrols, and I almost died.
Oh yes, the great Conan Fedor.
Well,
Do you want to be mindful of time? I know it's 5 on the button.
Yeah. So
You guys want to leave the goblins quite literally hanging?
we can't. You needed to head out, right?
yeah, I'm going to have to do that pretty shortly.
I don't think we want to NPC 2 characters.
Yeah. But let's leave it here for now. We can pick up next week.
Sure.
Sweet. Well, hey, fun session, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, and yeah, these goblins are so dead.
I still got 5 spell slots. We're looking good.
Yeah, I have.
I have
3.
1, but I have 15 of my lay on hands.
What are you at, Russell? You've been
I have-
slinging Tasha.
I have 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I have three left. And then, but I have most of my bardic inspiration because that one is still running on. It runs until short rest or long rest,
Oh yeah.
or I cast another if I use another bardic inspiration.
Well, actually, I still have 6 if I use Arcane Recovery. So
Here.
Nice. Well, yeah, I think that about wraps us up. Next week we can pick back up with some goblin interrogation, see where things go.
yeah, I mean, all in all, pretty good. We didn't kill Kai, barely.
Yeah, we did our best.
Bit surprised he lived. That was good.
Yeah, when you were like, "There's 6 goblins," I was like,
Yeah.
Sleep, huh?
They're all just so spread out. I was worried, like they're like all their blades are drawn on the throat. I was like, oh. Don't have
Target-rich environment.
yeah, don't have something that can take care of them all. I know that. I didn't realize you were running sleep.
I was just hoping to get close enough to engage them, but a little too smart for that.
So we're both running sleep.
Yeah, we're both running. My loadout
It's
is actually
one of the best spells of all time. Let's
my
be
loadout
honest.
is actually very I think I have 1 damage spell.
Oh no, we're like the same loadout.
Yeah, I'm a pass. I'm not out to kill people. I just want to neutralize them and then.
Don't worry, I'll do the killing.
I know. But it's like
Especially
like,
the bandits.
like,
Especially the bandits.
You're gonna kill us. It's like no, not me. Hell no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. In case anyone was wondering, ogres are not humanoid creatures. I looked that up at the start of the session.
Oh, for a whole person.
Yeah, I was just sitting there like.
No, I have some healing, and I have sleep and featherfall, Tasha's comprehend languages is in there. It's very
That's
yeah. Vicious mockery is my damage. It's a cantrip. And that's it.
sorry.
I mean,
Jake.
honestly, oh hey, no,
I am
happens to the
proficient.
best of us.
I am proficient with like crossbows, long swords, right? So I have some other options, but the damage is not from spells.
Nice. Yeah, well, and a fair warning that these are closer to Tucker's kobolds than your average goblins. So every trick you have in your books.
Yep.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to, if we can catch a few of the patrols and kill them, we might end up having to retreat and get a little assistance from some of our own people. Because this sounds like a lot of goblins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think we're taking on 80 goblins.
I forgot exactly what our mission was to get rid of them, right? That's what we were tasked with, was to clear them.
Well, it was either kill them or get rid of them by any means necessary, right? But you don't normally convince goblins to leave their lairs.
True.
The crux of it was they needed the wagon trains to stop being attacked.
Hmm.
It was curtailing trade.
Interesting. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and
Sweet.
I'll be honest, they're evil creatures. There's no negotiating them to stop. I mean,
Well,
no negotiating to stop them attacking our caravans, considering they consider their caravans theirs.
I picked something else up, but I didn't have time to dive into it. I think I heard that they said that they're honorable goblins and not like other goblins. I'm wondering if there's a warring faction. That they're at odds with, because they said they're honorable as in like they'd let us go. I don't know if they're telling the truth, but there's a chance that maybe they are smart enough to negotiate with.
Well, keep that thought in your head for next week.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm also to read you a little description of goblins. They're small, black-hearted humanoids that lair into spoiled dungeons and other dismal settings. Individually weak, they gather in large numbers to torment other creatures.
Hmm.
They're bad boys.
Well, I'm very hopeful. Come to an understanding.
They crave power and regularly abuse whatever authority they obtain.
Russell, when are you doing your packs?
I'm gonna take a small break. I'll probably do it at like 6-ish. I'm going to see what's going on with dinner and stuff. But I'll update. Yeah. And I'm going to just open up one poster collection. I'll do the ETB and then one poster collection at a time. Hoping to hit that one thing. So Yeah.
Alrighty. Well,
And
good.
I'll be on later
game.
on this evening for some League if you guys